Hawk just can't understand why this duck isn't afraid of him. When entering the restaurant, please do not let the quackers in. Who didn't listen? Armadillos are just tactical assault possums. There's been a pack of wild turkeys in my neighborhood all week, and every day they follow the mailman. What the hell? Be careful, rabbits melt at room temperatures. Fill your life with experiences, not things. If you're ever feeling sad, just remember that jumping spiders like to wear dewdrops as hats. What do you have to tell me, goat? Press button to his story. Someone dressed their llama up as a groomsman in their wedding, and why am I obsessed with this? Baby hippo, Bippo, you're so right. If giraffes were predators, they would look both hilarious and terrifying while sneaking up on their prey. I'm afraid you've missed the predatory giraffes by about 66 million years, mate. I've never seen a cat sit like this before. Fossil of dragonfly larva, or I don't know. Guess I died. Would you give them a slice of pizza? Yes or no? Yes. My horse kicked me in the head last month and sent me to the ER. My insurance is telling me to sue them. You should, because he looks like he wants to do it again. Astonished animals who are freaked out by what's happening. This is my favorite photo set. Due to budget cuts, the Navy SEALs will be replaced by the Navy Otters. Well, at least he's taking it seriously. Dude, this squirrel just landed on my thigh. After a busy day of eating campers, Barry liked to take a little nap in the shade. He could fix me. Psychiatrist help for 5 cents. The doctor is in. There is an island in Australia where you can hang out with an animal known as quokka, and they have no fear of humans, and they always have a smile on their face. Baby deer, so tiny. She is stealing catalytic converters. Went kayaking with my girlfriend, and we made the cutest friend. Excuse me, why are his hands up? I can't handle this. Pick him up. That moment when you're desperately hoping the guy ahead of you won't take the last raccoon. Over the Hedge is getting a live action. It is the daytime, Hector. The day when I sleep. A traffic camera caught this shot of a snowy owl in flight. After begging for food, he just sat there like this. If you're feeling baby blue lonely today, hey, look at this picture of a tiny snail kissing mothership snail. Something is cute about this. Here's a baby elephant loving life. Please enjoy this sheep. They look so happy. Here are 2 bunnies using another bunny as a couch. Your crimes are known. The Frog Council sits in judgment. I just found out the offspring of a goat and a sheep is called a jeep, and they're the cutest little things I have ever seen. I want 200 of them. A baby. One time I was talking to some guy and he was like, how do y'all get alligators in your backyard? Do you not have fences? And I had to inform him that gators can absolutely climb fences. Capybara with his army of soldiers. We protect our king. Just in case you didn't know, the first pig flew in 1909. Farmers, beware. More than 70% of all farm animal revolts are started by cats. Do not allow cats to speak to large groups of your animals. How a camel climbs a sand dune. No offense to camels, but I thought they would be a bit better than this. Not my place to question their technique. I just think it leaves something to be desired. 1800s pug, 2020s pug, 1980s anime girl, 2020s anime girl. I will not elaborate. You might not, but I will. Anime girls have respiratory problems caused by irresponsible breeding. I love North American river otters. They're always looking and seeing too. Pictured, observing. Feline facts. Why do cats purr? Bees. Bees? Oh, what the hell? He walking on the keyboard. I see capybara and my brain goes, capibapi, and there's nothing I can do about it. Just to clarify things. Friend. This still cracks me up. Like, can you imagine you're 130 years old and suddenly a gigantic alien baby starts following you around? I'm not sure what I expected a baby camel to look like, but it wasn't this. When you put out a bowl of ice for the local critters on an unusually hot day, and one exhaust little guy falls asleep on it. Hey, really quickly, what the frick is this giant bird standing in my driveway? Every day, the universe sends gifts to those who can't appreciate them. People, crows and ravens are omens of darkness and evil. Crows and ravens. A baby elephant at the beach for the first time. Winter is coming. Animals will be looking for places to get warm. Before starting your engine, be sure to check for cows on the hood. I thought it was weird someone put tape over the sign. No, they actually look like that. Raccoons are saddle-breaking feral hogs and riding them into battle against the possums. The media probably won't cover this. Gecko with sand hat. Sir, look at my pants. Good show, sir. But have you indeed seen my pants? I had to make an advertisement for my Photoshop class. This is my teacher right now. Is your teacher a stingray? The teacher from Finding Nemo. Too much love. Just the right amount. To be loved is to be cheap. I don't know what kind of monkey this is, but I want 10. Nosy Cow has moved into the area recently. When you take a moment to think about life and existence and your purpose, and probably also salmon, This fox chilling on my trampoline is a vibe. He's comfy. Not that I don't love cursed biofacts, but do you have any blessed biofacts? Hyenas can loaf like house cats. Chuck sat there, trying to figure out how it all went wrong. My daughter built a slug hospital and found 30 plus patients who are now escaping, and nothing in the parenting books prepared me for this. This is the Money Frog. Like and subscribe for good luck and many crickets. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. Baby raccoons cover their eyes when they get scared, and it's just so precious. Take all my money. Kissing booth. This is my gripe. What hippos look like, how Western cartoonists usually draw them. NASA just released footage of a hamster accidentally slipping into a black hole. No! What are you doing in this situation? Buying the cereal. I'm very proud of him. Why do alligators walk like they just got their nails done? Sea Otter and Pup by Susie Edzahaz, award-winning wildlife photographer known for documenting animal family groups. Quick animal facts. Hedgehogs don't have to pay taxes. Why can't we all be hedgehogs? Why? He's inflating him. Stop! He's gonna explode. These spot the difference games just keep getting harder and harder. Eating whatever the hell you want and dealing with the consequences later. Seal with a data logger on its head. Look, I'm a narwhal. Angular rough shark. Put the sad triangle back in the ocean. Wet dog meets semi-wet dog. I'm you, but with legs. Sometimes I think about what it would be like if the Hast eagle were still around. These eagles ate 400-pound moa. Had talons the size of tiger claws and only went extinct 600 years ago. You're too late. I've already drawn myself as the stoic silent borzoi, and you as the barking upset borzoi. The feathers of the striped cuckoo chips are very similar to pine cones. This is how they protect themselves from predators. Woke up in the middle of a cat ritual. I don't know how he ended up wearing a tea towel. The establishment fears this. North American starter Pokemon. Which one will you choose? The raccoon, obviously. When I was a kid, my grandpa was a Great Depression survivor, and he wouldn't waste any amount of food, so he taught me I had to eat the apple core, and I started eating the whole apple in grade school, and the kids called me Horseboy. I bet this feels good as hell when you're a snake. They named this cat after the Pringles guy. I need him immediately. Finally, a use for this idiot. No more freeloading. Fat, greedy monster eats a whole cookie by himself. r/fat squirrel hatred. You know what you need today? Bats and blankets, that's what you need. This is the epitome of soft grunge like it could kill you, but you bet he's gonna do it in pastel. Snare aesthetic. Hold my calls. I need to stare at this newborn hippo. How dare anything that grows up so big start so tiny? How dare it? What on earth? This is the cutest thing. Oh man, I'll just steal one from the zoo. Saw this on my way to get a coffee. Wasn't even mad. Bat sleepy. Please use the other door. Bunny who is not up ear or lop ear, but a third, more sinister option. Middle ear. Never felt more connected to something. This is the kind of relationship I aspire to have. This is peak love. Toad sat and did nothing. Frog sat with him. His first tiny roar. Knight rides into battle without helmet. Everyone gives him a strange look. Kitty was sleeping in it. Everyone nods in agreement. Bat-eared fox. How do I unlock this dog? That scientific name means ear dog big ears. Raccoon King declares war on Toronto.
Soon Toronto will be ashes, and only the raccoon will reign supreme.
The vet's office is decorated for Halloween. This does not help anxious dogs. This is the equivalent of having a skeleton wearing a neck brace when you go into a hospital. Okay, never mind, John. Hangry alligator chases people across Wendy's parking lot in Florida. Wikimedia Commons had a photo challenge with a theme of breaking the rules, and people interpreted it in a bazillion ways. Here are some of my favorite submissions. File. Cow blocks hiking trail.jpg. Cow. Is this bus going downtown? Driver. Depends on whether or not you have moolah. Cow. I'm late to work, Craig. When everyone in your life seems pleasantly surprised that you haven't lost your mind, but you have, in fact, completely lost your mind. Look how calm she is as well. I interrupted their moment. How could you? You need to give them food now. This hawk came into my house this morning and made a complete fool of himself. That face says, don't look at me. I wonder how good it feels to moo when you're a cow. It's gotta feel so good. Probably feels so good to moo. I think the equivalent is us doing, Mother hen sheltered scared kittens from thunderstorm. They are my daughters now. Good, strong daughters with soft feathers. Sorry to interrupt your day, but here are some owls running. Very round. I love chinchillas. Snake farts. What was that? That's the snake. They can do that? I didn't learn this in school. Elephants checking the water level in a national park. This is art. You mean to tell me elephants aren't just ashy? Most messed up animal by is the aardwolf. Like, what the hell is all this then? Awesome is is what it is. At Aardwolf, is this you? Yes, it is. I love Aardwolves. They are my favorite animals ever. Oh, to be a fat little seal on a rock, enjoying life at my own pace. Serene. She's doing her best. Mama cat doing the thing. A kitten is large now. My 90-year-old Nana and her 23-year-old cat love sending me goodnight selfies. Why do they even go into this line of work? Go away, bird. He's wearing a sweater. Me. Ooh, my stomach is killing me. What was in that potion? The gargantuan parasitic worm. Little bat sleeping in a public library. I am the knight, and I am very small and tired. What type of man are you? Unlock the woman. So I had my laces repeatedly undone by an oversized pigeon today. While I was retying one shoe, they undid the other, then proceeded to jump onto the bench to untie the ones I was retying. Victoria crowned pigeon. They are large and do not fear visitors. The face of a creature that knows nothing. Become ungovernable. My dad refused to come to our house this weekend unless he was allowed to bring his special needs pet chicken. Pets wearing medieval armor. Life imitates art. I just spent 2 hours looking for her. She ate all the tissues, what the hell? The lancet fish is a species that looks like it comes straight out of a realistic fantasy world building project. How to lure me to my death. Hold a baby lamb. My dude is freaking back. Sand swimming golden mole. Feared extinct. Rediscovered after 86 years. Baby skunk or baby opossum. Both. There, angry face. No, I am angry, and your fluffy yellow sunshine will not calm down my wrath. Hedgehog mama and her hoglet. Out and about. Now this is a horse. He stands 19 hands high, and currently is the supreme world champion. Miniature donkeys escaped out of the fence and are heading to town, and I'm pretty sure the damn cat orchestrated the entire plan. Bear doesn't want dad. Family gets dad. Bear and dad. I always forget bunnies have tongues. Then I see a picture of them sticking their tongues out, and it makes me so happy because they're so precious. Wow. Platypus babies are called puggles. Yes, you needed to see this today. Cowpunk. My name is Cow, and when it's day, the farmer man is okay. Guinea pig or giraffe. It's impossible to tell. Saw the cutest guy in my morning commute. This baby chick is almost too perfect. She's got eyeliner, and look at those cheeks. She is so round and beautiful. 4 days old and already a star. Mouse. Hamster. Rename the wireless mouse to hamster. Reindeer's eyes are golden in the summer, but turn a deep blue in the winter to capture more light, making them the only mammal that does this. He is so done with winter. Look at his face. This dog is all of us. He is wearing armor. Don't think too much, unless you are thinking about baby crows like this. If that's the case, then continue thinking about them a lot, because that's a really good idea, and I fully support it. I'm at the market. How fat do you want the meat? Correct use of the mask. Perfect. I love the chicken one. If you have already seen a dog lying across 4 pool noodles floating by today, then move on to the next tweet. No thoughts today. Only float. When you're unqualified but you still get the job. New Zealand long-tailed bat. It won the 2021 Bird of the Year competition in New Zealand, despite not being a bird. Cows are so cool, you know. Their noses are pink and wet almost like a puppy, and they have sandpaper tongues like cats. They're everything you could ever want. So much love to give if you will just accept it into your heart. Great octopus. 10 out of 10 shiny. This is a first edition holographic octopus. What an adorable little doot. What is that? The most precious doot. I present to you, sea squids. My watery friend. Are you too brushed with the pattern of the dappled light? Can frogs feel happy? Yes. There is nothing but eternal happiness in the life of a frog. I'm a simple gal. I see a pick-me animal. I lose my mind. He's too small. He's just not big. Aside from bees and butterflies, bats are one of the most important pollinators on the planet, especially in tropical and desert regions. Lost in the sauce. The pink robin from Australia is a small tubby bird and is easily overlooked, being quieter than other robins. I won't overlook her. When you accidentally interrupt a very important water sausage meeting. Just heard of the bear paw cactus, and I'm like, I'm in love. I want one so bad. Huge news. Frog attends Coldplay concert and gets once in a lifetime experience without ticket. Wait, you're telling me if I pretend to be a frog, I can get a free Coldplay ticket? No way. I have such a good idea. I think besnouted, being used to refer to animals with snouts, is such a wonderful word. It sounds honorary, like they've been awarded a great blessing. They have. Who wants to see a fat otter? A real round boy. A huge man. A chunky guy. The silly award, bug of the day, goes to Rhinostus latisternus weevil. I just learned about a bird species called golden plover. Their chicks have an amazing camouflage. Their baby fluff resembles moss. Look at them. Just look at them. Oh, to be a tiny golden plover, lying in the moss safe and sound, waiting for your mum to bring you some worms. I've never seen a chubby tiger before, so I needed to share. Tapirs are so beautiful, and I think it every time I see a photo of one. Baby with the night sky in its eyes, and all of the stars on its skin. His drip is absolutely insane. This is a blue American rabbit. It was developed developed in 1917 by this guy, who never revealed what breeds he used to create this variety and its unique color. Nice, a true gatekeeper. I'm not saying this photo will solve all of your problems. I'm just saying that some days you need a picture of a kitten at the exact moment he realizes that maybe playing bass isn't as easy as it seems. To help visualize how enormous megalodon sharks were, here's a tooth comparison. Photographed here is a fossilized megalodon shark tooth sitting underneath a modern great white shark tooth. There are so many cats on the internet that we forget about newborn alpacas. True. Those are not alpacas. Aren't these baby doll sheep? They have the little smile. Yup. A bit off topic, but my mom wants to buy an alpaca. I don't know. I don't know. A job I was applying for mentioned I would be working with something called a frosted flatwood salamander, which sounded positively delightful. So I looked them up, and I could not be more pleased with what this beast looks like as a coworker. Today I learned a rodent that was believed to have been extinct for 113 years suddenly appeared. Okay, I'm not doing that voice. Suddenly showed up right in front of researchers, staying long enough for its picture to be taken before it disappeared back into the Colombian forest, having never been seen again. She submitted to the mortifying idea of being known. Oh, what Petter thinks shearing sheep is like. Your sweater is not worth my life. Shearing sheep in reality. Bro, this wool is getting pretty heavy. Can you cut it off so I can get back to chilling in the field and eating grass? Sure, bro. It depends, if they're genetically modified, because animals are bred with, loads of fur to get more wool. But, yeah, I don't really care. It's a meme. The thing I would imagine running alongside the car when I was a kid. This is gorgeous, and I need a pack of them so we can run through the woods together hunting. The run-alongs are rare in worlds without fast transportation. It seems they are brought into being when someone, bored by a journey, looks out to watch the countryside go by. They daydream of a creature that follows their path, guarding or hunting, and suddenly, without fanfare, it appears. Mine's usually a guy, not like a dog. My therapist. Jagged horse isn't real, and he can't hurt you. Jagged horse? Me. I'm so hungry. Jagged horse? How hungry? Me. Nervously. Not very hungry. Dolphins love pregnant women because they communicate by ultrasound. Besides mum's heartbeat, they can also hear baby's heartbeat. They find it fascinating. Here she is, my least favorite cow on the farm. Why is she your least favorite? Why? Because she's problematic? Wow. Says a lot about your character, Twitter poster. In 1996, a female gorilla at Brookhaven Zoo cradled a 3-year-old boy who had fallen into her enclosure and suffered a broken hand. She showed care for the child until zookeepers were able to safely retrieve him. This picture I took of Hector while I was drunk last night looks like a damn Renaissance painting. Did I get it right? Renaissance. It can be extremely difficult to capture the beauty and elegance with which an osprey takes off. So glad I was able to nail it. You enter a large cave. The Orc's trail led you here. Now, before you lie through path, I jump into the water. You can't keep jumping into the water. There is no water here. Are there any clams? Stop asking that. I cast detect clam. That's not a spell. This is my cat choking my dog. That is a small dog. I thought Tiny was small. The dog is even smaller. Actually, if you were to shave Tiny, Tiny would probably be the same height, but he's just fat. Well, he's not fat, he's chunky. And this video is about Tiny. Hello, Tiny. Yeah, Tiny is small. A mosquito flew in front of my camera and created an actual horror. This couple adopted Stefan when he was a 3-month-old orphaned cub. They are a lot less scary when you realize they're stanced up like this underwater. More skunks do handstands than we thought. Huge news. I made a PowerPoint when I was 10 on why we should get a dog, and to this day I'm still confused why it did not convince my parents. I won't ask again. Where the hell did you get those breadcrumbs? I told you it was hunting season, Doreen. But no, we just had to visit your sister near the lake. Hank quickly realized he totally wasted the first of his 3 wishes. Spider-Man. Yeah, I was the one who bit him. Now he's Hollywood. He doesn't even come by the hood anymore. Making my dog watch commercials on the homeless dogs, so he knows how good he got it. Any insect dies, ends. I'm sure you've done a lot in your life, but have you ever went tubing with a raccoon? I did not realize how much I needed to see a panda eat bamboo until now. Pandas do not look real to me. Found out farmers often protect their young cows from frostbite by using special earmuffs, and I mean, just look at them. There's a thunderstorm right now, and I found this snail staring up at the sky. I saw the impossible. How does this even happen? No one will ever convince me this logo isn't a bear with a big butt. Meanwhile, in Florida, the alligators have developed sign-making skills. Runners, move to the side of the road when a vehicle approaches. I'm starting to worry. My Rottweilers haven't grown like in 5 months. Looks like this pigeon had a pretty intense phone call cool. Is my wife scared of spiders? Yes. Am I prepared to sleep on the couch for this prank? Also yes. Warning, huge aggressive spider under the cup. Do not pick up until ready to squish it. I've never seen a chubby tiger before, so I needed to share. Gill weak, fins are heavy. Hello, my name is Swim Shady. Good for him. Goose flying upside down is simply showing off, says experts. My son has been feeding some crows on his way to school, and he says one knows him and jumps around excited to see him, which is so cute. And today, the crow gave him a dime. Toucans freak me out, cause like, that's their whole mouth. Without it, it's just yellow. This cat eating a cake on its birthday is hilariously adorable. The world is a vast hellscape right now. But remember, the Mandarin word for penguin literally translates to business goose. Peekaboo, murder mittens. National Geographic picture of the year. The black images are shadows of the zebra. Zoom in and you will see the zebra. The global truck driver shortage has not been exaggerated. A model citizen. Good crow. Good corvid. What is your spirit animal? This male has overslept. At the moment, he stands no chance of mating. Excuse me, sir. Can we talk about climate change? Apparently, that's how you weigh a baby giraffe. I cannot stop thinking about these permanent pet identity cards the Hong Kong government hands out. I went to the store straight after visiting the vet, so we just had to bring her in too. I've never seen someone happier than this little guy. A reminder that I don't have a single art class, but go down to the AP class 3 times a day and either do nothing or use a quarter cup of paint to make these horrible orangutan paintings, and I plan to make more. My goat broke his trampoline and he's very upset. Anyone have a small one for cheap? Think again before judging a dog based on its breed. This brave chihuahua ran into a burning vet clinic when it realized that the tech trapped inside hadn't been bitten on the face yet. For a second, I literally thought that the shark on the left was being executed and the shark on the right was being comforted. Shall I buy this and replace my kitchen bin with it? Yes. Being a dog must be so cool. Your best friend is a gigantic omnipotent ape creature who can make food materialize out of nowhere and has unlimited love for you. Wife called me one day and said, "I'm so lonely when you're at work. I'm adopting this bunny I found on Craigslist." 2 years later, here he is, waking up in my bed. Local farm lets the kids vote on the name of the goat. Miss Sprinkles, muck shovel face, director of cuteness. Japanese artist turns hilarious animal moments into sculptures, and the result makes them even funnier. Turtles can breathe through their butts and pee through their mouth. Sometimes the chains that prevent us from being free are more mental than physical. This poor dog doesn't even know why he's in there. Check out the way this dog's eyes open. This dog rocks. That's not a dog, you idiots. It's a lion. It's a tiger. This post is a train wreck. Are you okay? No, I'm done with it all. Come on, let's poop on people. You will feel much better. Miniature donkeys escaped out of the fence and are heading to a town, and I'm pretty sure the damn cat orchestrated the entire plan. Finally, some great news. Waddles, the disabled dog, walks for the first time on his 3D printed prosthetic leg. Why you should never fight a dinosaur. You will get your ass kicked. New York City rat drags donut across subway tracks to share with rodent date, gazing lovingly at his gigantic angry wife. Vital update. My Roadrunner porch buddy used to run away if I wanted a picture, but now when he catches a lizard, he knocks on my door, then parades his catch around and poses. It's amazing. Who's a good boy, Mr. Meep Meep? I love my dog so much. A friend's cat that's a former stray, sitting in a shoebox with quite the fitting text. Thank you for choosing me. I'm sure we will fit perfectly together. Sup bros? Ginger power, am I right? Fist bump it. Saw this on my mail route today. There's a lot of reasons why your mailman might not deliver your packages, and this is one of them. I can handle a dog, but not a dog with an axe. I laughed way too hard. Dolphin Bay instructor. Gently kiss the dolphin. Nephew. Honk, 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 honk. It's a beautiful day in the kitchen, and you are a horrible set of bowls. This calf being a derp. Of course that's why the chairs have that feature. It's a snout rest, intended for the comfort of snouts. What else would you do with it? What I like about hippos being the most dangerous animal in the world. They're vegetarian, not even omnivores. They don't want to eat you. They just hate you. I think that's a beautiful thing. My Airbnb in Flagstaff had the best host. This is Hector, who kept my head warm all night at no extra charge. 10 out of 10. Would book again. Humans share 70% of our DNA with zebrafish, so when you're having difficulty getting anything done, it's usually because a zebrafish is using the DNA. I'm so tired, I could eat a horse. I identify as a horse, and this offends me. I identify as a fence, and this horses me. I offend horses, identify me. I think the main question here is, why would you eat a horse if you were tired? Oh my, I just learned what a live conch looks like. How is there not a Pixar film about these guys? Well, I don't know why I'm I'm not inside, but I'm having fun, and that's the important part. Obsessed with whatever Pocket Dogs for the Game Boy Advanced has going on. Whales are so heavy, if you tried to use one as a hat, you would die. This is a great whale fact. Bro, did you know that the Cambrian era had its own little squid in a wizard hat? The more upsetting ocean fact is that he doesn't exist anymore. Very funny to me that there is an entire play behavior in birds that this paper calls co-lying. They just lie on the ground together, kill a wild boar. It drops 3 coins. Where did the coins come from? Piggy bank. A horse in a pile of hay, hiding comfortably in a cozy nest. I bought a fake crow to scare the ducks away from our pool. Now they are sleeping beside it as a third member of their family. One of the most chilling images in all cinema. I'm going to give Jinx an egg later and see what happens. What do? The power, the grace, the sheer raw majesty of a leaping wombat. Living in Livingston, you get used to seeing some strange things. An ostrich raiding the bin, however, is a new one. This is the purest thing I've ever received, bless my mom. Proof all dogs go to heaven. The most important thing you will see today. A marine biologist I know signs his emails off with best fishes, and this pleases me enormously. Walrus pup, rescued in Alaska, needs 24/7 human cuddling. Sees beyond my wife's arm. Uh-oh. I roll up a newspaper. Babe, stay still. Using newspaper as a megaphone. There's a fucking bee on you. Bees are friendly. Be nice to bees. If you encounter a cougar on the trail, we strongly recommend the opposite of pss, 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 pss. I understand these are real sheep, but they have such a sweet yet looming presence to them, as if they're some sort of guardian angels. My favorite thing about humanity is that we saw multiple creatures and were like, wouldn't it be cool if that thing had wings? And we were right every single time. My dog with a pine cone in his mouth is the most horrifying photo I've ever taken. USA. Asteroid, the size of 18 walruses, to pass Earth on Sunday. Put your shorty in a room with him, and I bet she finna fold. Can't afford the trip down to Florida to swim with the dolphins? Swim with these dolphin bananas instead. Try and close the containers. You can't close the containers, because then the dolphins couldn't breathe, idiot. Tired of the election map? The yellow states in the map below are the states in which it is legal to own a raccoon. Interviewer, do you have any special talents or skills? Me. Owls may be symbols of wisdom, but they're actually complete morons. He was a skater goat. He said, see you later, goat. A hungry young booby waits patiently for its parents to return. When your parents go out food shopping, what's the silliest looking animal you can think of? Spotted couscous. Dogs that barked up the wrong tree. Ever seen an albino raccoon before? Well, now you have. If you're having a hard time right now, here is a picture of my cat in a bee costume. It never fails to make me laugh. Oh my, it's the alphabet, but with cats. Panther abandoned by its mother, grows up with a human and Rottweiler. My foster mama, Ellie, had her babies yesterday. Apparently, she came with a whole lab sampler pack. A camera is so much better than a rifle. Inside every woman is 2 wolves. One wolf wants long gorgeous mermaid hair. The second wolf wants to just chop it all off. There is also a crow pulling the tails off both wolves, saying to get bangs. The crow is the most dangerous. The fact that this is not called a hippopotaman is a huge failure when you are angry with each other, but still do a video call. Why did she eat like this? Ever notice when geese fly in a V formation, one side is always longer than the other? That is because there are more geese on that side. Dodge Ram 2500 for sale. 600k miles. Runs like new. Don't lowball me. I know what I have. Hard cow with ribbons to cheer you up. She is adorable. I was looking for a new guard dog. Maybe a Doberman, German Shepherd, Rottweiler, or a pit bull. Then I found this border collie, and he scares the hell out of people. Let's go for a walk. Me. It's raining outside. I want to go for a walk. It's too wet, buddy. Dog. My cat. After an hour of watching bird videos. That's one way to do it. The only flag I pledge allegiance to. Apparently, cutting dog's hair into cubes is a new trend in Japan. Officer, no pets allowed, sir. Me. This is my son. How dare you? This little guy always brings dry seeds to trade for some nuts. Saw this moisturized frog in the Grand Canyon, living his best life. Me drunk as hell, making everyone take selfies with me. Mother sheep, being a nice floofy cushion. They come running just as fast as they can, cause every go crazy about a shark-dressed man. Troll sergeant voice. Would you still love me if I was a worm, private? Felt cute. Might delete later. Never delete it. Take more. The adorable Canadian marble fox. I'm stealing this from Canada. It's Canada. If you ask nicely, they'll probably just give it to you. When everyone is looking really nice in the group photo. And then there's you. Lady Pug. I hate this. This is a carved watermelon. No, it's not a hatching dragon's egg. No one is going to convince me otherwise. This is a sponge crab. God needs to stop dropping these ocean DLCs with no patch notes. Cryptids of opposing power. Egg and leg. Nobody. The Japanese dogs on my Instagram explore pages when someone tells me to do something that I was already going to do. Well, now I'm not doing it. Someone. Cats heal people. 30-year-old me. Got a cat. Cat. Sorry, bro. There is no way I can fix it. It took 2 people to restrain this kitty. This tiger was given a golden fang after cracking it in an accident. I want you to join my cult. Oops, wrong number, sorry. Wait, tell me more about this cult. Quick animal facts. Most buffaloes do not actually have wings. These polar bears took over an abandoned island in Russia, turning old buildings into cozy homes. Now they're just living their best life. Just learned that Dutch scientists left a hamster wheel outside in 2014 and saw that tons of wild mice used it just for fun, as well as frogs and slugs. All the creatures of the forest wanted a turn. Absolutely phenomenal. Only packing the essentials when the family barbecue has a bunch of people you don't really know. Look at this little baby. I laughed way too hard at this. People who go on runs right after they wake up. Me, just trying to process being alive. I hiccup. Cool. Why do I hiccup every video? The wizard places a chalice on the table, filled with a strange, smoking liquid. He cautions that this potion is incredibly danger. I knock it over. After the most Mondayest Tuesday ever, the wife caught me and my boy getting a quick nap for dinner. My girlfriend got me this dog pillow on Temu. I don't know if I should be thankful or terrified. Look, it's a secret bunny meeting. What are they talking about? Veggies? Carrots? World domination? We will never know. Extremely important announcement. I've just discovered white-browed tip warblers exist. If unicorns were birds, they would be these birds. Just learned that cheetahs are really nervous animals, and some zoos give them support dogs to relax. I discovered a woman on Instagram who makes and sells mattresses for rats and matching pajamas. The mattresses are called rattresses. This is her baby, Lord Duncan. Tree kangaroos are a lot like regular kangaroos, except they're twice as fluffy and almost resemble small tree-dwelling bears. God-dropping new animals with no release date whatsoever, just like that. If animals had Tinder, this would be their profile picture. So I just learned about a new animal. It's called a aardwolf, and I love it. Look at the baby. A golden retriever brought home a baby koala she saved from the fire. Sing us a song. You're the piano man. Quilly Joel. When I ask someone to wake me up early, and they actually do. Important. Arctic foxes not only gain about 50% of their base body weight for the winter, they also grow a thick winter coat up to 5 inches long, turning them into chunk beasts of mythical proportions. No one cared who I was until I put on the mask. Please look at this text I just received from my boyfriend. And yes, you have the same amount of context as I do. Also, can I host an owl party soon? Guy with owl comes to backyard. Small group comes and meets owl. A group of sailors surround the ship's cat's convoy as he sleeps inside a miniature hammock aboard HIMS Hermione. Sharks are older than the North Star is now the worst fact I know. Not as in Polaris wasn't the North Star when sharks first evolved. The star Polaris is literally just younger than sharks. I find this really upsetting. We teach kids to fear animals like rats, snakes, spiders that are harmless 99% of the time. But do we ever warn them about the real danger? Why does it have teeth on its tongue? I am a gooseologist, and I can tell you that geese live on a healthy diet of children's souls, which can only be properly chewed with unholy tongue teeth. A very bizarre bird was photographed in Venezuela. Meet the putu, which is rarely seen in daylight. Nope. What is that? That looks like a nightmare. And this is the sound it makes. Are you kidding me? It sounds like an 18-year-old boy complaining to his mother because she cut the Wi-Fi off. I'm 19. It's a good thing we named most of the dinosaurs like 100 years ago when we were all into mythology and speaking Latin. If they just learned about dinosaurs now and had to name hundreds, there would be a hecking Chonkosaurus and a northern thick scaly boy. You know how the tail of a really little brand new kitten sticks right up in the air and how their bodies are kind of chubby? In Austria, we call kittens at that age Autodromskatzer, which translates to bumper kittens because of the way their tail sticks up. It's not a really common word, but a very cute one, I think. If you've been having a bad day, here's a hedgehog with a strawberry on its head. Even if you haven't been having a bad day, here's something to make your day better. P.S. The hedgehog is also reading a newspaper. The hedgehog dreams of having a car. The hedgehog wants to go fast. My dog was prescribed doggles this week for his eye condition. Does he remind you of anyone? An octopus has 3 hearts, 9 brains, and blue blood. This unusual anatomy helps them survive in various diverse oceanic conditions. The Kryn wolf is the largest canid in South America. His marks look like a fox, but he's not a fox or a wolf. It is the only species in the genus Chrysocon. Googling watermelon crabs instead of watermelon carbs is delightful because you will get creative crab shapes made out of watermelons and pictures of cute striped fiddler crabs. 10 out of 10. We'll type again. What being the youngest sibling is like. Mum had to throw out Bunny's play tunnel because I kept peeing on it. I destroyed all of Bunny's toys and I constantly eat her poop. They took everything from me. In 2005, a South African man, Marius Els, adopted a baby hippo after rescuing it from a river. In this clip, they can be seen playing together, but 6 years later, the hippo dragged him into the same river and ate him. Rest in peace. This is actually fucked up. An escaped sheep was found with 60 pounds of wool. Yeah, Shrek the sheep ran away and hid in a cave in New Zealand for 6 years. When Shrek was finally found, the sheep had gone unsheared. For so long, it had accumulated 60 pounds of wool in its body, enough to make 20 suits. The sheep became famous and even got to meet the Prime Minister. She finally passed away last month, age 16. Yeah, I mean, this is just sad because this is genetic breeding. Humans are fucked up.